Hello, fellow dorks. Here we go. Will Avery's computer explode tonight? I don't think so. I'm hoping not. Yeah, just trying to skip forward here. It's the fantasy football playoffs. I'm in a few leagues, and I'm in the playoffs in all my leagues, so I had to watch a little bit of the game there. Baker Mayfield's my QB in my 2 QB league. There it is. All right, so hi Morgan. I have a little bit of retconning to do. If anyone's watched this like AJ did, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll get straight into that here in a second. But and let's see, will my computer explode tonight? I actually got a new battery today. I went and got a new battery for my computer, so my other one was kind of dying out a little bit. And right now, this seems to be, because usually once I start the stream, even though it's plugged in, it's been slowly dying. So now it should be just hopefully hang in there. Hey, it's AJ, kind of the hero of last session, even though he wasn't even here. I will explain shortly. Yeah, the hero of tonight, says Morgan. Yeah, let's. I think Mike was aware too. Mike was in the Discord. I remember to put my Discord in the my Discord link in the chat. Maybe if I put it in before you guys joined, you couldn't see it anyway. But that was a good first try for me. That was big for me. I'm learning. So I'm going to describe what happened. So let's just jump right into the game where AJ wants to join Dice. Sure, there you go. Okay, so last time, if you remember last time when you were watching this, we were in that temple. We were at that temple. We fought the snake men, and then we finally got all those stupid the flowers, and then we had the scholars, and our difficulty, which was and after the battle. Here we go. 200 coins. Here it is. This is exactly where we left off. So AJ actually watched it. He didn't make last session, but he was watching this, and he's like, "Guys, I think you did that wrong." By guys, he means me. So what happened is our difficulty class was 3. But we lost 2 scholars, which put up our difficulty class to 5. So I had my hand up for 5, but we needed 4 successes. We actually got 4 successes. So with our lore, we actually did get 4 successes with the difficulty class of 5. We actually did succeed on this, and we're totally going to retcon this, because I was thinking of like this just the other night. I was like, man, this game, like, we're always so close, and like I'm curious like how much we're being punished for like just failing things. Like our 2 like big heists, we failed. We had some major like fails that involved like TPK and the loss of arguably one of our better characters, our little mage knight. Nonetheless, we did get a victory. So that is where we're going to pick up. But first, we need music for it. And then we were talking a little bit in the Discord. Where are we going next? Because we've explored quite a bit. I'm just going to make sure the volume's okay on this. Seems okay. Okay, so we did. We made the we made them happy. So we're doing a little bit of retcon. Thankfully, we're not even going back that far. So let's see. We did help them with the what they were trying to do, which was study these plants and stuff like that. So let's go. If you succeed, 49. Your return trip to Law's Breath is mercifully uneventful, and Sir Lawrence Ross lays a grand banquet upon our arrival. You spend several days with the Rosses, recovering your strength and discussing your adventures. Restore all party members to max health. Check, we already did that. When Emlyn reports her finding, the news is good. There are several herbs that appear to have medicinal qualities, she smiles. Additionally, one of the flowers is producing a sweet pepper, which seems edible and delicious. If we can find a source of these in the wild, House Ross can enter the spice market. Yay! Colonialism. Sir Lawrence is overjoyed with the results. You receive 600 silver. Last time we received 150. So we gained some money. So that's good to know. So we gained some money. So that plus 450, I'll get that into our coffers. And in addition, he presents you with a seal of House Ross. Should you ever travel to Strongstone, present this to the castle steward, Wyron Glenpetter. You will be treated as an honored guest. I mean, you would think that Sir Jessica would be an honored guest, but I'll take it. This has been an amazing adventure. Choose a party member. Oh, butts. I totally scrolled the wrong thing. That's about right. Choose a party member to what? Die? Choose a party member and increase their survival by 1. So last time we increased Tasha's. We had to roll for it. So this time we just get the automatic. I guess the main question is, do we increase Akihiro's? Or do we keep Tasha's so we can kind of spread the love of the party? I'm going to write down the seal of House Ross, and this is an Strongstone. If you're ever in Strongstone. So updating my notes here. In the seal of House Ross, I'm assuming that is an inventory thing. That's something to carry. That can be stolen by monkeys. Okay. I did see, because as I was trying to like backtrack and figure out like where we left off, I was like, what happens if we like talked to the monkeys? They would just ask for 1 item, and we could just give them an item. We didn't have that spell. Our spell selections, actually our combat ones have been fine, but other than that, we've been very unlucky with our spell choices. So, Seal of House Ross, so that is at Strongstone. Seal of House Ross. Honor guest. Okay. So gain code A85. I'm pretty sure that's probably the same code we had last time. It is. So that's nothing new. Who's going to carry the seal of House Ross? Should it be Sir Jessica? To me, it makes sense that Sir Jessica would carry the seal of House Ross. Because it's kind of her domain. So I'm just giving it to her currently. I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things. Unless we have thieving monkeys come along. The chat is saying, I'm cool keeping the +1 to Tasha. So, how are you guys feeling about that? Because we can give it to anyone. I mean, again, with team checks, we just check 2 people. It doesn't make much sense to bump up Lord Taekwon's or Sir Jessica's survival. It's either Tasha or Akihiro. Aki, we can really bump up. But again, most checks are... Yeah, I think Tasha as well, just to help out. And I did bump it up. She's at a 4 now, which is great. So now we're rolling 11 dice for our survival, which is much better. So it's starting to feel like we're getting a little bit stronger here, which is nice. Actually, I can probably turn this off. Let's turn that off, blink. So let's see what we got here. So we're back to 775. So I think the question is, are we fighting that bear to make the barbarian king happy, like to get his attention? I guess in the hopes that he will give us an army to help fight the baddies. What for me to get 8 ones on a check? Exactly. So what are we... What are we doing here? All we really have left here is... all we really have left is fighting that bear to get the barbarian king's attention. That's all we have left. Is that worth it? Again, we don't know why we would get his attention. Again, I'm guessing it is just our royal decree in regards to what the Everchild wants, which is us to help raise an army. Our fear was, we saw someone in the bear pit, and they were fighting, it sounded like they were fighting Sans weapon and alone, and we were a little scared about that. Also, we may, let's hit an inn, because we did not get our spells back. So that would probably be worth it as well. Could we try to charm him again? I don't know. Did we get a code? Did we get a code that says no? I can't remember if we failed kind of charming. I guess we could try again. But that may be worth it. Should we go to the inn first and just, because it just said there, you go back and you get all your health back, but it said nothing about, you can get your magic spells back too. So that's going to cost us 100 gold, which we have. By the way, our gold is currently 1,340. I don't remember getting a code either. I guess we can go back and try, but should be, probably not a whole lot. For what it's worth, probably not a whole lot. Let's go... Well, let's check out the marketplace now that we have a little bit more money and see what we can do as well. Those are worth it. But let's hit the inn. I'm pretty sure nothing overly exciting happens here. The inns are a little unusual. Rather than being solid structures, they are vast canvas tents without separate rooms. Ooh, it's cheaper here. Here you rub shoulders with many young and old barbarians who are not successful enough to own their own houses. We haven't been here, actually. They are known as the Doss tents, and great casks and tables occupy the center of the tent where ale and food is served. Loud music and singing make sleep difficult, and you must stay constantly vigilant for thieves. For every 3 silver you spend, you can recover health. However, spellcasters cannot recharge their spells as there's not enough privacy to attain the necessary meditative state. Okay. You are warned by a hairy barbarian not to venture into the salt plains. Oh, this is some information at least. The lack of moisture will suck the water right out from your bones and leave you dry as a husk, he roars, spittle drooling from his chin. Only the most experienced ranger stands a chance of survival. Alright, so we didn't get our spells back. That sucks. Okay, is it worth... Let's go to the marketplace. We did mention that. What can we get? Iron short sword is worth 200. I do feel like we could use... So currently Lord Taekwon is using a crude weapon. So Lord Taekwon's fighting skill is currently a 3. If we got him an iron short sword for 200, that would bump his fighting skill up to a 4. Because fuck the monkeys. The monkeys took him. That's why we had that whole issue with weapons. Iron great axe, that's a 2-hander. That would be 300. I think everyone's pretty much using a shield, though. Anything else jumping out at us? Continue on the next page. We could get another cloak. That'd be +1 survival. That would increase our survival a little bit more. Did we lose our pry bar? No, we still have our pry bar. Oh, it was the dragon head, too? Yeah, man. Just unfortunate last game. Okay, how are we feeling here? That makes sense. Nice short sword for Taekwondo Slam Dunk. Yeah, let's get that. So that was 200, I believe. So we will do, let's see, what is that? Shorts, or iron sword, or whatever it is. Sword, F1. Okay, got that. So let's, I need to give him a new little, oh, shoot. Markup. Brink. This is, so his new fighting skill is 4, I believe. Got all these little pop-ups right where I don't want them. Yeah, 4. Okay. And I'll just increase the size of this. See the chat saying things. I just can't see what they're saying yet. That's a different font. I don't like that. Okay, I got really excited with that 4. I will admit. It's the wrong font, too, and that's my OCD is going to make me go crazy about that. I think it's this. There we go. That's better. Still too big, but I'll take it. 4. Okay. All right. So the chat is buried underneath this pop-up, and I'm scared if I move it, things are going to get a little wonky. Oh well. There it is. Nope, I can't even find it. Let's see here. We're thing here. Bone armor sounds nice, but I'm not like 300. I know. I feel like because again we're not. Because even if we have like 3 or 4 armor, we got to get hit for 3 or 4 points of damage, or it's not really worth it. Because again, if we're hit for 2 points of damage and we have 4 points of armor, we still only roll 2 dice. So I feel like we want to hang on to our money for like really cool items or better weaponry, right? Oh, I need to reduce our. Where's the stupid chat? Where'd it go? I don't know. I need to reduce our money by, I think that was 200. Yeah, so we're at 1100, 1140. Okay. Anything else jumping out at us here? Keep saving up for a badass boat. Yeah, the boat was only 500. So that's not too bad. So the boat, but I don't see anything else. The cloak, probably not. We find these things on occasion. I don't know. Do we just hang on to what... I feel like we should just hang on to this. Yeah? And are we going to go try to seduce the barbarians' men again? Or women. The barbarians' cadre. I think that was kind of a plan. How you guys feeling about that? Go in and pass. Okay. I really need to find my chat. Oh, I know what I can do. There it is. Great. Okay. Yay, I got my chat back. So what, are we, if we find soft boots for sale, I think we should get those. What are those do? Is that, yeah, let's not, yeah. So let's, are we going to try to seduce the dude again? Or are we moving on? And then I'll pull out the map. Okay, let's try to charm again. Let's see how we do today. So we are finished, 775. That brings us back here. We are going to the King's Hall. If we have 82, I don't think we do. No, we don't. You make your way in, blah, 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 we've been here. Someone's being flayed again. If you attempt to wrestle the bear, no thank you. Attempt to woo one of the king's most trusted counselors. Okay. You go among the king's counselors, trying to find one who might be able to arrange an appointment for you. Team check! Ooh, this is tough. Charisma, we need 5. Okay. I'm right this time. This is what I thought the last one was. We need 5s. That's our difficulty. And we need 5 of them. I seem pre-programmed for this, so we should be okay. All right, let's put on our seduction hats. And I think this is probably going to be Tasha, who has a charisma of 4, and Sarjesco has a charisma of 7. We currently don't have Tasha today. So AJ, why don't you cover for Tasha? And everyone's in here. Yeah, Tasha first. Go for it, AJ. Roll your 6, is it 6? No, it's 46. We want a 5 or above on these. So come on, Tasha. Get your swagger on, your Buccaneer swagger. Actually, that is probably what they would find attractive, is your Buccaneer swagger. But they don't. I believe it is also hinted at that Tasha is, I think it was hinted at that she's probably quite possibly homosexual. And if it is a bunch of really gross male barbarians, she's probably not really into them. So that is a big no. And then, okay, so Jessica, we need a mathematical improbability. We need 5 successes out of your 6 dice. Give me a second. Let's see what you got, Tasha. We are not good at seducing these people. They are not liking what we're throwing down. That is a great roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy schmoly, did you get it? You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought you had 6 because I'm always used to looking at fighting, but you rolled 7. Okay. So, Tasha, they were just not feeling it. And then old Sir Jessica Dane strolls along and hubba. Okay. I will take that. Go team. We succeeded on that. Holy macrame. Okay. Like you see, go to 134. Okay. You managed to find one fellow. A young and dynamic looking man. That's a weird... He's dynamic. Who claims he can arrange an appointment for you. Oh, my butts. 600 silver in administration fees. Who is this dude? In administration fees? What is this racket? If you want to pay this... are we paying that? 600 silver. Yeah, right now the chat's pretty happy. When it catches up to what's currently happening, I can't wait to see. They're going to be turning them I'm used to saying turn those frowns upside down, but it's going to be the opposite for this. So if we spend that, we'd be left with 540 silver. And it may be worth it, but is it better than fighting a bear? Who knows? Why no? Yeah. Do we get barbarians? Basically, exactly, AJ. That is, we found 150 in the temple, or we found 200 in the temple, and then we got 600 from whatever. Yeah, it is saving us from. It's saving us from a fight with the bear, which sounds like a solo fight with no weapons, which is not good. Or hopefully, my concern is if you remember the guy in the palace on Bracky or whatever his name was. But we want to get them in our army, right? I think that's the thing. I think we want to get them in our army. The Ambraki guy just to our north, he just was immediately no. He's not yet. He for some reason we didn't have some code that made us look cool. I don't know if this barbarian's going to have that too. I don't feel like, I'm just playing a little meta. I don't feel like the game would make us pay 600 silver and then we get screwed over because of it. So there's 3 of you. Let's vote. Are we spending our 600? We could still buy a boat. I think the boat was 500. We'd still have enough for a boat and probably not enough after that to yeah, probably not enough after that to get our spells back. Well, let's see. 500, we'd have 640. No, we would. We'd be able to get our spells, the boat, and pay this, and then we are back to out of money. I'm on team pay the man. Ugh, I'm cheap, but okay. 600 for nothing seems rough. Yeah, that just isn't... okay, Mike is pay. AJ's pay. Morgan is cheap, but says okay. All right, let's pay him. So, all right, let's get rid of our money first. I mean, I'm assuming this is going to turn out well, right? We just... I mean, worst case scenario with this bear... I guess it could kill us. And then we would lose. It would have been Sir Jessica that we would have lost. And that would be bad. Because then we'd have to go to the slave market and get someone, and they'd start all over. And Sir Jessica has actually been bumped up a good bit. So we don't want to lose that. So, okay. All right, let's go. All right, come on. And the young man, I don't like this guy, takes you to a small side room and asks you to wait while he organizes introductions. I don't trust this dude. You take a seat anxiously, hoping the young man is not some devious con artist who has just run off with your money. Roll a die. If this dude steals our money, I am going... Morgan, do you want to roll? You're the only one who hasn't rolled yet. Mike and AJ have gone. Do you want to roll this die? It's random. 1 to 4, we go to 234. 5 to 6, we go to 308. Oh, no. I know. This dude. If this dude... Because, again, he doesn't... Oh, look, there's... what's his face? It's the death engine over on our left. There he is. You know, there's that jerk. I'm excited to fight him. We want to go to our north, because that's where they had information on... oh, here she goes. 4. Thank you, Morgan. That's where they have information on golems, and he's an animated golem. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God. Oh my God. The man is a devious con artist who has just run off with your money. Eventually, a surprised-looking servant enters the room and sadly tells you that the king has retired to his chambers, and that all foreigners must now leave the hall until morning. Upon interrogation, the servant reveals that the man you gave the money to had never been seen in the hall until today. Cursing your naivete, you storm out of the hall. Oh, I'm mad. I wish we got a code for this, because I want to track this dude, because he wasn't fitting in at all. I want to track this dude. Where is the code for track this dude? Oh, dude. Mike, it's good for the town economy. Yeah, it's just their tariffs. We just gave him a tariff. The game wouldn't do this to us, says Morgan, who has continually had the game do this to her. Okay. The game wouldn't do this to us, said Avery. Oh, yeah, I know. I will admit, though, I was like, once we hit it, though, I was like, what if this dude steals our money? Oh, well. I appreciate that about the game. That was a heavy price to pay, and it sucks too because we succeeded on a really difficult roll to meet this dude. I guess we had a 1 in... Oh, if we would have rolled a 5 and 6, we could have had a different outcome. Maybe it would have worked out. Oh, but... Okay, well, I guess the big question is now what? Besides killing the DM. Which I'm not even the DM. This isn't my story. Let's look at the map. I guess we could try to fight the I'm so flipping mad, says Morgan. We could try to fight the bear. Here we go. We're in Law's Breath right now. We do have the Oasis to our east, but that guy just said don't go out in the Salt Plains. But is the Salt Plains just up to our north? Is that solely the Salt Plains? So places we haven't been yet. Cursus. It's best to take a boat because you're not taxed, and we don't have a lot of money. The Mordain Ruins, we did hear about. The Mordain Ruins were... That is where the dead barbarian is. If you do remember, there's a barbarian with a red beard who went there. And there is a dude in this town who's looking for their son. So that's something there at the Mordain Ruins. I'm assuming, obviously, the island, we need a boat to get there. I don't think we want to make survival checks to swim. The Withered Steppes, I don't think we've heard anything about. The Black Wall is just a place where people are, like, interested by it, and they just disappear. The Granite Hills, I guess that's just where it is. I haven't heard that either. The Tumblestones. I don't think we've heard anything about Tumblestones either. No, I don't see it anywhere there. Let's see, where else? I feel like, and then Salt Dad. I feel like I'm feeling a little bit stronger to like go and explore Salt Dad a bit better as well. So those are kind of like our options, I feel, of where to go next. We need, where can we use our new seal to get treated fancy? Not on this map. The Rosses, I believe, I'm going to pull this other map to the front. I think they're, so they said the name of the place, which was Strongstone. So we're over here in the northeast of the continent of like Faerun, or whatever you want to call this. It's actually almost like more looks like a Dragon's Lance map. I mean, there's Ross Bay, Strongstone. It's directly to our west, so we could sail there. I don't know if we want to take our stupid dinghy, but we could maybe, because you can see Clifftop there. We could just kind of flop on over to Strongstone to be treated well. So yeah, we just want to get out of the desert to be treated well. But that is we would definitely need a boat for that. I don't know if our boat's strong enough for that. And again, in the salt mines, we can go north into the kind of magical place. It feels like to our west is more like the Tullys. It's more like kind of medieval, and to our north is more like kind of fantasy-esque. It's kind of how the genre I'm feeling from these areas. Gotcha. I know. I was wanting the Oasis too. That sounds pretty cool, right? And I'm also thinking of Waiting for Guffman. Then they sing that Oasis song. The Oasis. What is that song? I can't think of the. I can't think of like the first couple words of blah blah Oasis. Oh well. Lifetime. What? Oh crap! It's gonna bug me. Somebody answer my question. Midnight of the Oasis. Thank you, AJ. Jesus. So we have one vote for Oasis. The guy said don't go to the Salt Plains, but is that just specifically that area up to our north? We can try some survival checks. Always fun for people. Hi, Mike. We're trying to figure out where to go next. AJ says the Oasis, which is to our east. And it's Oasis. I mean, there may be like Jinn, like kind of dining there waiting for stupid mortals to show up. But possibly the Oasis. The Mordain Ruins, we know there is a barbarian there with a red beard. Tumblestones, we don't know anything about. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys feeling? We need more money now. Maybe we'll find that guy. I really want, I want a roll to like to track that dude down. I want a code to track that dude down. That would be pleasant. Yeah, what are we, also, it is possible I may be able to go a little bit long. We usually do like an hour and a half. I'm gonna do a little bit longer tonight. Morgan's never trusting anyone ever again forever. Exactly. So what are we feeling here? We don't have a good tracker when going to places we haven't read about. I know. Well, oh, that's not true. I was about to say, well, this place was okay, but that's not necessarily true either. So do we make our way all the way up back to Salt Dad? But no, we don't have a great track record of just randomly, because we say that because of the caves of Uranu. But granted, the Temple of the Unbroken, we had a TPK, and that seemed like the first quest that we got. And we're like, oh, okay, let's do it. And we were clobbered in that place. And then like in the salt mines, there's like a dragon. It's like, wow, we're going to leave that alone. I just randomly online. Oh, the dragon's really easy. It's like, but it's a freaking dragon. So, yeah, I don't know. What are we, Palace of Mbraki and Clifftop are basically tapped out. I don't know where else to go unless we get a boat to go to Cursus, or we go back to Salt Dad if we're not hitting the Oasis. We don't have that vial either that we need for Salt Dad. Oh, that's right. We don't have the poison. That was stolen by the stupid monkeys. Exactly, the stupid monkeys. Yeah, the stupid monkeys stole it. The Valley of Bones, at least it's not Grimscar. Exactly. That's the only thing it has going for it. It's not Grimscar. And it's warmer. In a bad way. Well, I don't know. What are we... Oh, at the end of the session, too, I want to talk about this weekend, what we should play. I've got a good bit of time, and I just want to get y'all's schedules and see what games to play as well. Either the Cthulhu game or this, or how we can schedule that. All right, let's make a choice. Everyone's scared, which is good. That means it's a good game. That jungle gauntlet that we went through was super tense too. I was actually really impressed with like how tight that was. That sucks about that money, dude. That sucks. I didn't try the advisor. As I say, stupid ding dong face. All right, what do we got? We got 1 vote for Lost Breath Oasis. What else we got? Salt Dad. Okay, we got 1 vote Salt Dad, 1 vote Oasis. I almost started singing Wonderwall, but I didn't. Where are you feeling, Morgan? Not curse this without a boat. Yep, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. We can't be... Oh, because they were... Even on the road, we were being taxed. And that was for +2 items, which we actually do have at least 1 +2 item. So, what do we got here? What are you feeling, Morgan? We have a vote for the Oasis, a vote for... a vote. We also do have to go back up to Salt Dad as we go north. We will hit some random encounters. I think we may have a survival check in there somewhere, maybe. I can't remember for sure. So what do you got there, Morgan? Which the caves? No way. I think that maybe that's attached to Akihiro or something. But yeah, we just like we rolled randomly and let's try Oasis. All right, Morgan. Okay. I thought for sure you're going to say Salt Dad. Okay. Oasis was my choice too. So you know it's going to be a really bad idea. All right, let's go to the Oasis. Let's leave town. And remember, we have Kapu the Linguist here as well. Okay, visit the leave. Okay, so we can go towards the Tumblestones, leave east into the desert. I don't like how it says that. How about to the Oasis? Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, I need to change the map because you have no idea. Okay, get ready for your survival check, kids, because it's coming up. Book. Yeah, giving up 600 silver was your idea. I was kind of saying. I mean, I was playing a bit of devil's advocate, and it's so funny because I can kind of wash my hands a lot of this stuff. Okay, you are crossing a vast expanse of desert that alternates between rocky badlands and sweeping dunes of rich yellow sand. The heat is oppressive. Few things live in this barren place. Survival check. Okay, it's a 4, and we need 4 successes. That's not... if you manage to conserve water by traveling... Oh, hang on, what? What's going on? Oh, if you succeed. Okay. As I say, what is all that? All right, here we go. Here we go. Big bucks, big bucks. We got a survival check coming up. Let's start with Tasha, who is our second survivalist, who we had a bumped up survival. We just need a 4. So again, 4 above. Mathematically, this should be 2. This should be 2 of our 4 right here. So let's see how survival. Again, she's used to working in the heat. She's out in the blazing sun as she's working on the bow of her ship. She just happens to be in a desert right now. So she is 3. Look at that. 3. Akihiro, you're from this land. You're wearing a warm cloak, and that's, again, you're using it as a big umbrella for us. All you need to roll, Morgan, is 1 dice that is above a 4. Or actually above a 3. That's all we need. You can do it, Akihiro. Wow. Okay, you did it. Why'd you only roll 4, though? You got your survival 7. Who cares? You got it. So you still have 3 more dice to roll, but it doesn't matter because we succeeded. Here we go. Yay! Okay, so we're having good rolls, but bad decisions today. The desert's probably a bad one. That guy specifically said, don't go out here. But again, it was written up there to our north. If you succeed, you manage to conserve water by traveling mostly at night and sheltering from the worst of the sun. Okay. Roll a die. All right, Morgan, you're not doing that this time. Mike, your turn to roll the die. Roll a d6. And this is... Oh, this is a random counter. Maybe. This is how we met Kapu. So on a 1 or a 2... 1. All right. 108. Let's see what happens. I do appreciate the random encounters. You hear hoofbeats in the distance. Glancing over the top of the dune, you spot a group of Losbreath barbarians riding on horseback. There are 6 of them, quite a formidable group. Attempt to hide from them by partially burying yourself in the dunes. Stealth? We haven't made a stealth check in a while. Greet them cordially. Charisma. Attack them at long distance. We don't have any magic. And we don't have ranged weaponry to attack them. Or we just throw sand at them and hope the wind catches it. This is... Okay, I guess we can see what we're best at. Our charisma is a grand total of... I'm thinking team checks. Our charisma is 11. Our stealth, team check wise, we don't have... we have Tasha is 9. So we are more charismatic than we are... I feel if you try to hide in a sand dune and partially bury yourself and then you're spotted and they're on horseback, you're at a pretty significant disadvantage for trampling. We do have hello. Okay, hello, fellow barbarians. Yeah, we're going to sound just like that con man. We don't fit in. Okay, let's greet them cordially. Let's just do our best to just look nice. If you have code A16... nope. After exchanging pleasantry... Oh, shoot. That's what I say. Oh, they right on. Great. They don't. If not, the barbarians have only looting on their mind, not fine words. You must fend them off. Oh, we gotta fight them. Okay. I was about to say, it's like, what are we losing? Oh, we're fighting. These dudes are tough. And we only get 20 silver out of this if we win. We have no magic. We do have the spell that does the armor. All attacks on the horde first. Can we do 16 points of damage in a round? Because the horde only hits on a 5+. But their defense is only 3, though. So our fighting is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Mathematically, we're going to do 10 points of damage, which is not going to be enough to take them out in one round. It'll take 2 full rounds. Oh, wait, is that right? No, actually, we'll probably do about 12 points of damage. We will do 10 points to the barbarian leader. For 20 silver. That sucks. We got to get to that oasis. All right, so who, then should we take down the leader first and then start on the horde? Yeah, I'm wondering, like, because again, if we take out the leader, then that's 2 points of damage we're blocking, basically. They'll hit for 2. That's all they're really putting out. The horde is putting out 3. And yeah, do we just take out the... I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm just doing my best to never tell me the odds. And the odds don't work out for us quite right. We usually exceed or flounder. After taking down the leader, takes 4 attacks off the board. That's true. Should we just go for leader first? Well, it doesn't matter. Somebody step up to the plate and let me know who you're going for. We've got... Yeah, let's do leader first. Okay, who's swinging first? You can be... Well, actually, I guess you can be whoever you want. Do you want to be Tasha, AJ, or do you want to be Lord Taekwon? They both have a fighting of 4, so it doesn't really matter. And then we do have... do we use... Let's have Lord Taekwon go last, because maybe we'll kind of figure out if we want to do that armor spell or not as well, because then we can have someone take the brunt of all the damage for the combat, which would be either Sarjeska or Akihiro. They can literally take the entire amount of damage and then just hope they roll well? I don't know, that may not be a good idea. Okay, Jess. Jess is up. Sir Jessica Dane doesn't like these barbarians, these uncivilized barbarians. Hits for 1. This is for the leader. We need to hit on a 4 or above. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's down to 3. That's not too shabby. I will... yeah, I'll just put this here. 1 second. 3. It's very small, though. Oh, wrong place. Okay, so is that... are we just doing it in our typical order of Akihiro? Morgan. I'm going to just bump this up. All right, so the leader... So Sir Jessica goes up... and just pulls out her longsword and whoosh. 1. 1? Oh, Akihiro. Akihiro. I really think when he... Well, even from the beginning, something's just wrong with Akihiro. He's like, he's got the yips or something. Like, he just can't get his act together. He's just... this dishonor that he brought on his family. He also seems to have, like, some pretty major, like, daddy issues, too. Like, his mom and stuff. Like, he's got some issues. Like, I think he could use some mental health guidance and counseling. This is AJ, on the other hand. It looks like he rolled successfully. 1, 2, 3. All right. Barbarian leader out. So, I'm just going to move this up. Whoopsies. Wrong one. I'm just going to put this up to 60. So, here's the big question. Does Lord Taekwon just get started on the horde, the barbarian horde? Or does he... I just kind of shifted some stuff, sorry. Or does he do that spell? The plan worked. His girlfriend just showed him up. His girlfriend's been showing up the entire time. So, and you also haven't noticed that there hasn't been much romantic interest since the very beginning. Because I think his girlfriend's like, okay, you're not all that great. Just is signing them up for couples therapy. No kidding. So, do we cast that armor spell or do we save it? Again, mathematically, we're going to get 3 damage right now. We can spread that out, right? I don't think we need to do that last spell, because if we do cast it, then that's another 50 silver we have to recharge it with. Well, what do you think here? Save the spell. What does the armor spell do? It gives someone an extra 3 points of armor. But again, if we're only taking 3 points of damage, so let's say it gave Sir Jessica 6 armor. She would have to take 6 points of damage to actually utilize the full extent of that spell. So it's not really the best spell. Save it. I agree. Okay, here comes Lord Ding Dong. So we had, so Jessica kind of goes in there, just does this huge slash. Akihiro just like kicks him. And then Tasha comes up just like right in the back, slumps down, infuriating the barbarians, and in their rage. Did it say they were on horses? Why don't we get their horses? I guess they're riding by and we're attacking them, and their horses are going to run off. I could use some horses. Nonetheless, here we go. So here goes Lord Ding Dong with his new weapon, and he rolls 4 as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Lord Ding Dong. Yeah. That's 3. Okay. I don't know how many are in the horde, but let's say one of them rides. Whoops, that's not how math works. One of them rides by, and he just kind of like takes a sword and just swings wildly, like slashing deep into a guy's thigh. And now they're like swinging down on top of us, and we're all kind of ducking. Here we go. They roll 9 and 5 or above's hit. Okay, 5 or only a hit on a 5 or above. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad. 1 for everybody, or do we want Sir Jessica and Akihiro to absorb this first round? Because they can still use their 2 points of armor. I get a little nervous, like, giving it to, like, Lord Taekwon, just because he's already at 6. And Tasha's at 7. We kind of came up with a little house rule, which I liked our house rule. I thought that worked out really well for the TPK. Yeah, that's cheap that we don't get their horses. Right? I want their freaking horses. Could you imagine? That'd be awesome. If you get to ride some horses across this place. We get armies. We get fleets. I want some freaking horses. Jess can soak 2 of the 4. All right. So, Jess, make your armor checks. And again, all that is, you roll 2d6. You hope for 4, 5, or 6. Aki will take the 2. Great. So, Mike, roll yours, and then we'll have Akihiro. That makes sense. I think that just mathematically kind of evens out the best. Fantastic. All right. So, poor Akihiro. Watching Sir Jessica very easily just get underneath her shield, and the blows come in. Okay. Akihiro manages, we'll say, like, one guy kind of rides by, he blocks it, but he overcompensates, and he gets a little slash, like, across his face, giving him, like, a really cool scar. So that was Akihiro took 8 point. That was not bad. We took 1 point of damage. that entire round of combat. And we did not use any of our spells. Our spell, I should say. We did not use any of our spell. Okay, let's go. Next round. Who's stepping up to the plate first? Now we're just all basically just wailing on the barbarians here. Let's just go north. Mike, let's see what you got. We're just kind of going in fighting prowess order, even though they're pretty... Okay, we know on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're down to 9. Okay, Akihiro. They're down to 9. Let's see what... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now they're getting their symmetry back again. Okay, it's down to 4. Okay, we may be able to do this. Tasha, step up to the plate. I mean, Tasha could. It'd be tough, but Tasha... Let's see, they like... Holy schmoly, I think she did it. She did. That's 4 hits. These were not very good horsemen / barbarians. These were not Dothraki, my friends. I don't know who these people were, but they were not worthy. That wasn't too bad. Like, would you take a point of damage for 20 silver? Probably not. But, because actually when we go to we heal for 20 silver, we could heal 4 points of health for the entire party. So probably not worth it necessarily, but we took the 20 and that we did that in 2 rounds. And that's not bad. I guess it goes to show us if you have a really bad attack and they have really garbage defense, like how quickly we can put damage out. Okay, great. Go team. That wasn't bad at all. Let's keep moving. I'm happy with that. I'm surprised. I was much more concerned about that. You'll not find much luck. You will not find much in this bleak desert. Where will you travel? East, towards the stupid oasis. We could go to Losbreth. We could go to the Tumblestones, the Granite Hills, but the oasis. The Mordain Ruins are close to us. Again, that's where that barbarian was. But we are going towards the oasis. Yay! This looks... Oh, they're having a good time. Okay, I was about to say, it's like, are they dying? In this picture, it's a little hard to tell. It's like, what's happening? The sweat is thick on your clothes and across your bodies as you slog on through the desert. However, there comes a sight to reward even the most jaded nomad's eyes. A shining pool of water, almost the size of a lake, comes shimmering into view as you cross the dunes. A splash of vegetation surrounds it, a riot of green amongst a tyranny of yellow sand. If you have A44, quite sure we do not. We do not. Astonishingly, there are no caravanners, nomads, or even herds of beasts here. That's not a good sign. I'm telling you, I think there's Jin here. And some genie's going to come here and be like, you guys are bad. Ooh, is that Sir Jessica and Akihiro playing in the water? Look at them doing splashy, splashy. And Tasha is, who is the other person supposed to be? Lord Tyquan, I guess. That looks like Brash, but maybe Lord Tyquan's all ripped under those robes mages. We don't know. We don't know if he's all cut up down there. Only flocks of brightly colored birds flitter in and out of the bushes and trees. I don't like this. I'm scared. Ringing the oasis, taking sips of water and strutting before each other in curious mating dances. You are sore and smelly from your long desert travel. If you would like to bathe in the oasis... Otherwise, you merely refill your water skins and decide your next destination. Morgan says something bad will happen. It always does. So it turns out this oasis isn't the little Shangri-La we were hoping for. Or maybe it is. Maybe we bathe in it. It's like Cocoon and we turn young again. Boy, that's a deep cut. Little Wilford Brimley action. Anyone? Anyone? But the picture... I know. AJ's like, we got to act out the picture. I don't know. I like it when there's 3 of you because I don't have to break ties. It's all up to you guys. I'm just going to pull out the map and just see what we are closer to here at the Oasis. The ruins are nearby. The Temple of the Unbroken, which sucks all the butts in the world, which is broken. I don't even think it's even worth going back to that area. I remember Cocoon. That was a weird movie. Steve Guttenberg, right? Yeah, I don't know. We're here at the Oasis. I mean, It's almost like, do we just hit the stupid runes and see what happens as well? That was a quest we got, was at the runes, at least, to find that barbarian's body. So what do we have here? Jessica Tandy. Wow, well done. Yeah. Man, I am not... It's kind of mean, too. Like, they're, like, stealing the life force of aliens in a swimming pool. The ruins sound nasty. They sounded nasty, like the way they explained them. It didn't sound pleasant. All right, but what are we doing now? Hugh Cronin? Okay. Okay, we need to settle. AJ's probably too young to remember what we're talking about. Good for you. What are we doing? Are we going to bathe in the oasis and act out the picture? Splashy, splashy shoulder rides. Or are we going to go to the ruins or just turn right back around and go fight more barbarians? I don't know. That's up to you. So, I don't know. I'm gonna, while you're thinking, I'm just gonna bring us back to the splashy, splashy picture. Look at that. Look at what a good time Tasha's having. And look how cut up Lord Taekwon is. Ooh, we got to vote for Bathe. Morgan's risking her luck here. AJ, you wanted to come here. In for a penny, in for a pound. We're skinny dipping. Okay. All right, let's do it. I know, Cocoon. Ron Howard. Did Ron Howard direct that? Wow. How do you know that? I feel like AJ IMDb'd this. AJ's an old soul, though. Okay. So, let's bathe. Oh my god. For modesty's sake, really? You divide yourself into male and female groups, a bank of reeds providing cover between you before stripping off and plunging into the cool waters. This has been your first bath since coming to the valley, and the water feels glorious on your skin. Okay. Each party member can recover 2 health, which we didn't really need, but we'll take the 1. Gain A44, which I'm curious if, like, next time we come here, it's not here. Like, or the land will get mad at us for, like, utilizing a lot, and you can only find it once. Okay. If you have Tasha. We do. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'm writing down our code before, we see what Tasha knows her water sports. That's what this is about. So let's do it. Okay. Tasha. 802. Oh, wow. This is like a whole thing. If Sir Jessica is in your party, okay, and I think we just do order of operations, so Sir Jessica's in the party, so we got that. 401. Uh-oh. Whoa, wow, things are getting sexy or something. Sir Jessica has a lingering strain in her arm from her last battle and is struggling to wash her back. Tasha volunteers to help, perhaps a little too eagerly. The knight is beautiful, noble-born with strong limbs and an air of authority. Tasha has often glanced at her across an inn room when deep in her cups with admiration and desire. Now Tasha is washing her. She cannot resist cradling her against her body, feeling her soft flesh against hers. Jessica acts as if nothing is going on, but surely she cannot be so blind to Tasha's affections. Note in Tasha's notes box that she has gained a heart for Sir Jessica. Oh, Akihiro's being a little cuckolded. If Amelia Pasdane is in the party, she's dead. And has oh boy, this is a place where, like, we get some soap opera drama. If Tasha and Jessica now have at least 2 hearts for each other, they don't. If not, the sound of the men on the other side of the reed bank getting out of the water ends the quiet moment, and they blushingly emerge from the water. This is turning into Baldur's Gate 3. It is. Okay, so this actually may be worth noting. Who had the heart? Did Akihiro have the thing for Sir Jessica? Or did Sir Jessica have the thing for Akihiro? I feel like it may have been Sir Jessica for Akihiro. Does that sound right? It was like right in the beginning. It was like in that first battle. I can't quite remember who had the thing for who. I didn't take note of, like, who has the heart for who. I thought it was her for him. Okay, I'm going to note that. Jess, heart, Aki. Tasha, heart, Jess. Man, stuff's getting sexy up in here. Okay. Oh, we got the health back. Let's give that back to Akihiro Chalice. Poor Aki. He's like just relaxing and thinking all is good. And little does he know. Tasha. Okay, here we go. 51. Where do you go next? Okay. So, I mean, we're here at the Oasis. I don't know if we should come back here. I have a bad feeling about coming back here. Or at least maybe if we do, we can get our health back, but we don't have like flirty in the water, because this would be an area you could just keep coming back to and just like metagame the thing into like whatever's going on. To go towards the Granite Hills, which has the wall that people get like kind of obsessed with and disappear. Do we go into the desert towards Cursus and the road that would lead us north, back up towards Saltdad? Ish, a little east of Saltdad. The Mordain Ruins, or cross the desert towards Lozbreth. That is a long hike. Wait, west. Sorry, I was thinking Lutnesh, which is where the Everchild is. Or do we go west? It did end badly for Aki. Yeah, I know. Let's just stay in Sokowal, right? Let's just says Sir Jessica, getting the attention of old Tasha. Yeah, I don't know. What are we feeling? Do we just let's pull up the map and I guess see, unless you guys kind of know where we are and what you want to do. But what are y'all feeling here? Ruins. Okay, so we have one vote for the ruins, which we are quite close to. We did have a quest there. We did, which is the barbarian guy with the red beard. It's so crazy, and I've been really good about not going back and reading things, but I am really curious, like where that brooch was in that last temple we went to. We don't have any combat spells. That's a bit of a fear. Sure, one place is as bad as another. All right, we did get the quest here, though, so we did hear about this. Okay, ruins it is. Mordain Ruins without any spells. Except for our whatever one. Sure, ruins. We're indestructible. We have a artificer that is a in our D&D party we played last night. He is a what is Dash? He's the Eberron thing, the cyborg thing. I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden. But he keeps saying he's indestructible. Oh no, HS bounces in 10 minutes. Let's go. Actually, ooh, ruins. Now that I have you, AJ, really quick, were you able to play at all on this Warforged? Thank you, Mike. Were you able to play at all this coming Saturday during the day? I may actually have some of my nighttime free too. So don't lead us into hell and then leave. So don't tell me to lead us into hell and then leave. Did you want to? Were you free at all on Saturday? And I guess the question is, it'd be like from like 11 a.m. We could do two sessions of this or this and a Cthulhu. But let me know if you're free. That'd be between 11 and 3. We can do 2 sessions. We can mix it up or just do 2 of this or 2 of Cthulhu or 1 and 1. Okay. I explained that poorly. You know what I'm saying, though. You've arrived at the ruins of the city of Mordain, sacked over 400 years ago by the priests of Cursus and the kings of Lozbreth. It is a place of ill portent, shunned by the locals. No building fully stands in this coastal city, and even its walls are shattered and crumbling. No, it would tell us if he can do it. I think we have to be very specifically told that we can meditate and get the spells back. So this is a big area. This reminds me of the Osgiliath? Is that what it's called? Like right there on the water between Mordor and Gondor. I think it was Osgiliath. This is kind of what this is giving me big Osgiliath vibes here. Explore the Temple District. How do we know it's the crumbled Temple District? Explore the crumbled broken merchant quarter. Oh, we could find like some like weapons and stuff. We don't know much. It didn't really say what he was doing there. I honestly don't remember what this barbarian was doing there, Mike. So yeah, Mike asked, what do we know about the barbarian we're looking for here? He has a red beard. Pick your way to the harbor or leave. So those are our 3. Explore the Temple District, Broken Merchant Quarter, Harbor. How are we feeling with those options? There's only 3 things to do here, so that's not too bad. He says. Yeah, which one? Anything jumping out at anyone? Temple District. Okay, maybe the merch quarter. I don't know. I don't have strong feelings. Let's see if AJ is still with us. Let's see what he has to throw out for us here. I'm just looking at the AJ. Okay, he hasn't responded yet. Yeah, we'll have AJ be the tiebreaker. Just go down the list. Okay. Temple District? All right, fine. Again, I hope in the merchant's quarters there's like, we can uncover some like weapons or something maybe. Temple sounds good. Does it? Does it though? Does it sound good? Okay. The temples of Mordain lie in crumbled ruins, like the rest of the city. Listing above a wrecked tower in a temple of Kalu, a lone bell peals in the sea breeze. You shudder, involuntary, at the sudden cold. There is nothing here for you. Oh, and there really isn't. Okay, good. I don't think I wanted anything there for me, honestly. Okay. Come on. Make us do some like perception check and find some stuff. You wander the merchant sector of the city, expecting to find nothing but lonely stones and whistling wind. You are surprised, therefore, to discover signs of recent excavation. Near the entrance, you see the bodies of several decomposing humans and the body of a single diseased-looking orc. Teach us your language. Strange. Orcs are not native to this part of the world and normally call the Savage Lands their home. What are they doing all the way out here? They probably ride via boat. Beyond the bodies, an ancient set of steps leads into the earth. The walls of the tunnel made of well-set brick and the floors of large flagstones. Go down the stairs to the excavated dungeon or go elsewhere in the city. So I guess the question is, are we checking out the dungeon or are we checking out the harbor? Picking our way to the harbor. It used that verb. Picking. Or is that an adverb? Picking. Verb. So what do we got here? Maybe they left a boat in the harbor. I know. Ooh, if they died, maybe there is a boat in the harbor. That could be kind of fun. Probably a bunch of orcs. Maybe harbor before dungeon. Yeah, I feel good about that. Let's do that. Let's go check out the harbor. See, I don't like picking our way because it sounds like we're gonna like fall and hurt ourselves. It doesn't look like nothing happens. You attempt to make your way to the historic harbor of the city. How do we know this? Oh, guys, the historic harbor is down this way. But the way is blocked with a pile of rubble. Mordain, like many coastal cities in the Valley of Bones, was raised on a cliff top in order to deter coastal raiders. However, with the curtain wall of the city in ruins, it is impossible now to even approach the cliffside, let alone get a view down the cliffs. Perhaps it would be easier to get down there by sea. We need a boat. Okay. We're here. Are we dungeon delving without our 2 spells? I could double check though, Morgan, but I feel like every time at an inn it says you can get your spells back, but maybe it's like every time you heal. Like whenever you heal, when the book tells you can heal, you can also get your spells. But I feel the book's been pretty good about telling us what we can and can't do, but I'm happy we're at 5:15. I'm happy to like go look real quick for spells and just see what it says. Skill checks, armor, combat, casting and draining. When you first discover a spell, blah, blah, blah. Charge spells. Every spell has a recharge in its description, which covers the price. You can recharge a spell when resting at most ends. And you might find some place where you can recharge a spell for free. It'll tell us. Shoot. Okay. Anyway, I want to know. That was a good enough question. We're at this oasis. You would have thought that we would have had the peace of mind to be able to like study our stuff. Or it's like magical water that helped us with that. Okay, dungeon, harbor. So here we go. Are we going into the dungeon or I don't know where else do we have to go? I don't know if we want to walk north to Saltad. Maybe we could head towards that road, but we do have the Cursus priests on that road that are trying to collect a toll. If we head east, if we go straight north, I think we end up in those hills with the black wall thing, like the gate of that big old Mordor gate, but it's like not actually blocking anything. Maybe it's probably just a relic of an old kingdom, like the Little Wall of China. Roll the dice. Dungeon it up if we're here for a quest. Okay, let's go. AJ's gonna leave the second we step foot into the dungeon. Yeah, AJ, let us know in the Discord if you're up for Saturday and what you're up for, either this or Cthulhu. And I'm losing my mind. It was in the Merchant Quarter. Okay, go down the stairs. This could be good. You're in a short, well-trodden corridor with an open door in the western wall. A little beyond the door, the corridor splits, branching to the west and to the north. The north end of the corridor ends in a strong-looking door with a red X upon it. To the south, stairs lead up into brilliant daylight. So we can leave, or we can open the door in the western wall, head down the corridor west. Oh, check out the open door in the western wall. Check out the door to the north. Head down the corridor west. I'm assuming that's it. Thank goodness, because I was getting scared. I feel like I may have to start mapping this out. Oh, god dang it. I had paper for my D&D game last night, and I moved it. Okay. So, I'm going to read this again. A little beyond the door, the corridor splits, branching west and north. The north end of the corridor ends with the red X on it. To the south, stairs lead up. So, west wall, head to the corridor west. Shoot, gotta run. Okay, have fun storming the dungeon. You think it'll work? It'll take a miracle. Thanks, Age. Okay, open the door. The open door? That's what you're saying, Mike? Are you saying open the door? Open door. You are probably saying, check out the open door in the west wall. I'm assuming that's what Mike is saying. See, Age. Check out the open door. Is that what you're saying, Mike? Check out the open door in the western wall, which is 654. Okay, check the open door. Let's do it. If you have code A56... Uh-oh, the problem is there's a fight in here, and we just haven't cleared it yet. We don't. We have A55, whatever that was. You peer through the door to be prepubescent, to be presented with the sight of two foul-looking orcs playing at cards together in a small room. A pile of silver pieces are scattered across the table, no doubt the wagers in the game. They are quite taken with their game, but it would still be rather difficult to sneak up on them in such a tiny room. Attack the orcs, try to sneak up on one of them, leave them to their game and move on. We have no idea if orcs are bad, necessarily. I mean, it could be like, they're just orcs. They're just a race of species that... I mean, it sounds like they're looting this area, but we are too. So I don't think we can judge them too harshly. Yeah, what are we thinking here? How about we leave them to the game for now? That's what I was wondering. Check out everything else, then come back here. There's silver. But yeah, it doesn't say introduce yourself. So let's leave them. I agree. Let's see what else we got going on. So now we have the other... We have the door with the big X on it. Always a good sign. Or head down the corridor. Oh, wait, hang on. Head down the corridor west. Check the door to the north. The north end is the one with the X on it. So head down corridor. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, boy. I need to map this out, I feel. Somebody got paper and pencil? Because we may need a little map here. You have reached a crossroads with tunnels going off in all directions. The corridors are short to the south and west, and each contains a door. To the east, the corridor stretches into darkness, though you can make out a door in the north wall. Going north, you think you can make out another pair of doors, but you will have to get closer to find out. I'm already lost. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know, I want a map. I want to see a map. Go north, go east down the corridor, go east and through the door in the north wall, go through the door in the south tunnel, go through the door in the west tunnel. Somebody draw this out? I mean, I could also just run and grab my paper and pencil. It's just in the other room. I literally had it on a clipboard last night for my initiative order. But what do we do? I'm scared. I wish we could have, like, befriended the orcs or interrogated them and got information about what's going on and what you're looking for. Have you seen any dead red-haired barbarians lately? Let's see here. Let's map it out. Are you capable of mapping it out, Mike? Do you have the accoutrement? to do so. Do we want to go back, or do you remember how the last layout looked? I don't have paper on me at the moment. Oh, butts. Yeah, let's go get the paper, Mike. It's fine. I'll just talk to Morgan. Oh, you have pencil. Oh, never mind. Morgan will do it. Okay, Morgan, do you know what exactly is happening here? Or do we need to try to go back and just get a little I can do from now. So which door did we take? The western corridor to get here? Is that right? So I feel like we came from the western corridor to get here, but I may be very wrong. That sounds right. Nonetheless, this is what we've got. Let's reverse engineer the map. So if we go east down the corridor, that should bring us back to where we came from, right? Okay, so the crossroads. I'm going to read this again so Morgan can draw this out. Obviously, she can read it as well. You have reached a crossroads with tunnels going off in all directions. So I'm assuming literally just this. The corridor. We are in the. We're here. So we still have this and this going, but we're here. We are facing west. The corridors are short to the south and the west. Each contains a door. To the east, the corridor stretches into darkness, though you can make out a door in the north wall. In the north wall, does that mean the north wall on this crossroads? Going north, you think you can make out another pair of doors, but you'll have to get closer to find out. Okay. From the initial crossroads, there's an open door to the west, orcs, and a red door to the north. That is with the X, but that's back behind us. Okay. So, where to now? We're here. We got the crossroads. What are you guys feeling here? I mean, we don't have a map or anything, or we have no knowledge of this place. I have no memory of this place. Do we just like start hugging the left or the right and just seeing which way to go? Is anything calling out to you guys? So south, that's what I was saying. Keep making lefts. That's literally what I was thinking. So let's go south. I mean, it's all kind of the same. Go through the door in the south tunnel. All right, Morgan. So we were headed west. Now we're taking south. I need to be better about having paper with me. I really do. If you have the code 87, we don't. We have 85. You open the door into a grisly chamber, whose south wall is open to the air. A large rack has been built here, and the stretched-out body of a last-breath barbarian is upon it. The fellow is quite dead. Clearly, he has been tortured to death. 87. I mean, I wonder if this is like the red-haired guy, and I didn't write down the code. I mean, it could be somebody else, but I am curious. Or maybe we've already been here, so we can't, like, examine the body. But examine body. Okay. 274. Ooh, this may be it. You examine the body. The man was strongly built with a great beard with flecks of red paint on it. Gain code 66. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I mean, it may be worth, like, getting this and running away. Because it looks like we can just come back here whenever we want. Gain code 66. If you have 67, we do. Turn to 76. This must be Garen the Bloody-Mouthed, whom you were sent to find. His father will no doubt grieve to know his fate, but at least it will solve the mystery of his disappearance. You were not asked to return the body, but if you wish to do so, note down the barbarian body. Unfortunately, it takes up 5 inventory slots and must be carried by a single character. If you want to take the body, record the code A87. Now what? Yeah, I mean, Morgan said that's all we need. Let's get out. I mean, yeah, do we just move all of our stuff and just head back to, I mean, we also, like, my fear is we don't have our spells. And we might have just hit a little, I don't know what this barbarian's going to give us for this. The father is going to give us for this. But yeah, do we just leave? We just kind of lucked into this and just come back here at some other time when we're just leaving Cursus or something like that. But like Morgan's team, let's scram. We would need to move some stuff around. I think actually Akihiro can carry him. Akihiro is only carrying 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So Akihiro alone can carry him. Body. Whoops, I did that wrong. So, let's give that to Aki. Let's see what the chat's saying. Right, we're not equipped, and I'm still lost trying to map this out. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried if we get into a big fight, I could get lost in a paper bag. Well, I appreciate you trying to map this out for us, Morgan. I wish I knew about the paper bag issue that you struggled with beforehand, but I'm not lost. I think we want to leave this room and go east, and I think that's going to lead us back into our chamber. But yeah, let's grab the body. And Mike, how do y'all feel? Are we getting out of here? And then we'll live to fight another day and explore this when we have our spells and maybe like a little bit better fighting skill, because we do know we can always come back later. Exactly. I think this is a little bit of a win, especially after losing all that freaking silver at the start of this. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Okay, what now? Examine, leave the room and return to the crossroads. Examine the missing south wall? Was that a... Examine the missing south wall. We don't want to do that. It's just me getting... I'm still not over losing that silver. I know. Watch us get, like, 300 silver. And so, like, this whole session would have been, like... We just lost 300 silver. That was it. Are we examining this missing wall? I don't remember reading that, or am I getting really excited about things? And, like, Avery, let's just move on. But okay, Mike's excited about it, too. Mike is saying it is intriguing, but it's probably a bad idea. Again, we can come back here. Let's just... All right, we're leaving? Let's see. I'm waiting to hear. I know I'm kind of like... I know this is curiosity and we are cats. Maybe that guy who took our monies back there. I cannot believe we did not get a code for that to track that dude down. What a beehole. Let's take the W. Let's take the win. Yeah, okay. Leave the room, crossroads. Boom. You've reached a crossroads. Tunnels going off in all directions. We want to go east, correct? I will let Morgan and Mike tell me this, but I'm pretty sure. Go east and through the door in the north wall, or go east down the corridor. Did we come through a door, or did we come through a corridor here? I feel like it was just a corridor, right? East, right? So that's the question, though. Go east down the corridor, or go east and through the door in the north wall? We didn't go through it. We're just going... East down the corridor, yes? East down the corridor. Pshkink. Well-trodden room. Exit the dungeon by going south up the stairs. Hooray! All right. Let's... Are we just going west? I mean, I guess that's our fastest way, right? Head west back towards Law's Breath. We're going to hit the Oasis. We'll probably have some more random encounters. I'm kind of... We'll see what happens, I guess, when we get to the Oasis. But, phew. Okay, here we go. Back towards, okay, let's go. You are crossing the vast expanse of desert that alternates between rocky badlands and sweeping dunes of rich... So, we got two movies. We got Rocky and Dune, of rich yellow sand. The heat, another movie, is oppressive. Few things live in this barren place. Okay, here we go. We're doing a stupid survival check. But again, this one's okay. We did okay with this last time. And I think we just lose a health if we fail on this. So... survival, and we need a, Mike, go ahead and roll Tasha. We have 4 from you. So 46, Mike. And we just need a 4 above. It is possible. That's too bad. Ooh. Okay, we got 2. Okay, so there's 2 right there. We need 2 more. Morgan, I think, rolled. Did you roll already, Morgan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. Okay, yay! We're learning things. Again, our check, we are getting stronger. I can actually feel, or maybe we're just in, like, weaker areas, but this game has... I am impressed. Like, the things seem leveled pretty well. Right? Like, we're not, like... I've never felt overpowered. That is for sure. But I always feel like we have a fighting chance-ish. Oh, well, anyway, I'm impressed. I'm glad that it's more difficult than it is easy. But and we've only had like one moment where it's like, you die. Like the choose your own adventure, you die. But we did also have like a survival check and failed it. Okay, here we go. So, okay, here we go. Random encounter. Morgan rolled this one last time. Was that true? Oh, who cares? Morgan, you roll. I feel like Mike rolled the last random encounter. Morgan just rolled the one that was when we're sitting in the waiting room, waiting for the... yeah, I never felt overpowered. Yeah. One. This may be... Is this the... Oh my god. Is this the Barbarian Horde again? It may be another Barbarian Horde. You hear hoofbeats in the distance. Here they come. So they realize like all their buddies died. And maybe they don't have horses. They just got the coconuts. So we can try to greet them cordially. We know how that turns out. We can attack them at long distance, since we know that it's going to be a fight. Or we can attempt to hide. Again, last time we took 1 point of health, and it just took 2 rounds of combat. Is it worth... And we got 20 silver out of the whole thing. Is it worth, like, we just try to hide? Or will that, like, put us at a disadvantage when they discover us? Or do we attack them at long distance? How? I don't know. We have no spells to do that, and we have no ranged weaponry. Let's try hiding this time. Exactly, Mike. We don't have range. I mean, if we had, like, bows and arrows, I'd be like, yeah, let's just attack them, and, like, hopefully we can just, like, take one of them out before we even start the combat. But yeah, let's try hiding. I am worried that this is going to be... we're at... have we ever had a combat where they get the initiative? But anyway, let's try to hide. This is harder than it looks. Sand is tricky stuff, and it is easy to accidentally leave a limb uncovered. So here we go. Stealth check. This is... stealth, we need a 5+, just 4 of them. Let's do... Tasha is obviously our stealthy one. She's probably covering everyone else, and then she's going to get in last. Peter, is that his name in Hunger Games? She puts on all the cake makeup of mud. So that will be... The other stealth person is... Who is this? Was that Akihiro? 3. All fails. So that leaves us with Tasha. Mike, you have 6. We need 4 of these to be a 5 or above. Let's see. Tasha's been good. That's when AJ rolls it, though. No. Big ol' fail. All right. If you fail, the barbarians spot you and begin to wheel towards you, weapons drawn. Yeah, I know. Same thing? Okay, same exact thing. We know this. We know what to do. We've danced this dance before. Let's, oh, since there's 2 of you, let's just go back and forth between the 2 of you. I guess you could just roll, like... Well, I was about to say, just roll all the dice for your 2 characters. But we want to be kind of mathematical about this. We don't want to, like, overdo it. Because if like, Sir Jessica gets in a whole bunch of hits... you know, if like Sir Jessica actually like just drops somebody in one go, but they rolled Lord Taekwon as well, that would be dumb. But let's do Akihiro. I'm just going like vertically. We have Sir Jessica and Tasha, and then Akihiro and Lord Taekwon. So let's. I'm just going to start with. We'll do our typical like order, which is just starting on the left, which is Sir Jessica. So, and again, I'm assuming we're just fighting the leader. So let's see if I can find the old. I can't find my text. All right, here we go. This the leader, and it's got a 4 defense. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. The leader is down to 4. That probably makes sense for Akihiro to see what they can do. All right, Akihiro, let's see what you got. Oh, oops, I gotta change the there it is. All right, Akihiro, let's go. Akihiro's got the good weapon. Ooh, holy moly. That is a kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Okay. Dead. Well done, Akihiro. Okay. Let's get the other 2 going. Mike, let's see what Tasha has, and then Morgan will see what Lord Taekwon has. We want a 3 or above. I'm just keeping track of my finger. 1, 2, 3. They are down to 13, and then we have Lord Taekwon. And then after this, we can just roll 10 each. 1, 2, 3. They're down to 10. Easy enough. Now they are going. I'm going to roll 9 attacks at a 5+ to hit. Right? Is that 9? Yes. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 3. I'm going to call that 1, because that's kind of how I've been ruling it. If it's cocked, it looks like it's a little bit leaning more 5 than 4. So that is 1, 2, 3. So how do we want to divide this up? Do we do, which is actually less, I think last time we took 4 points of damage from them. So do we want to do, who's taking 2, or do we, or we're getting Tasha in on this as well? Or are we just letting Sir Jessica and Aki absorb all of this? Oh, there it is. Gosh dang it, I just found my stupid chat that I've been looking for forever. Holy crap, dead. 3 hits on the horde. Okay, so who's taking the damage? I'll take 2. All right, go ahead and roll it, Morgan. Roll the Aki hero blocky. Let's see what you get here. Nice, that's 2. All right, come on, roll. You're just rolling 1 dice. You want a 4, 5, or 6. That'd be amazing to get through this with absolutely no damage. I just jinxed you. Haha, I did. Okay, you guys can roll 10d6, because that's basically what's going to be happening. And that is, Sir Jessica did take a point of damage. Then go ahead and roll 10d6 each, and we need 10 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, you just just started pummeling them. You're so annoyed with these little raiding parties. That gave us another 20 silver. We can just keep going back and forth in the desert and slowly getting our 600 silver back. We gained 40 of it. Okay, good job for us. We did it. Okay, let's keep moving. Again, you look at that fight and like, oh boy, this is gonna be tough, and we're doing okay. We are headed west to Losbreath, so we kind of somehow missed the oasis. That's kind of weird. We just kind of walked right past the oasis. All right. But we are going towards Losbreath, yeah? Here we are. We're back. Where did we find this guy? Let's see if I can remember where we put him. Temple of Crom, Losbreath. Remember, if we have a gray talisman at the Temple of Crom here in Losbreath, we can increase a fighting stat, which is not a bad thing. It's like our weakest fighter gains 1 fighting stat. I just have Ruins of Moraine. Look for a barbarian with a red beard. I did not write down where he was. Was he just in town? I feel like it was just explore the city, right? I feel like we're like walking around as like a sad old guy. Let's do that. I think that's where he was. If you have barbarian body. You seek out the father of Garen the Bloody-Mouthed. He is still sitting sadly upon his doorstep when you return, bearing his son's body in your arms. The father gives a great howl and clasps his son's body. Cross off the barbarian body from your adventuring sheet, obviously. It is as I feared, he weeps. I thank you for returning his body so it may be buried with honor. I was to present my son with his grandfather's magical amulet upon his successful return, but now I have no sons left to inherit. If you wish to have it, it is what Garen would have wanted. Ooh! The old man presents you with an amulet of health. Max health +1. It would be churlish to refuse it. You leave the old man to his sorrows, gain the code A86. That's pretty nice. Tosh or Lord Taekwon, so they both have 7 health. Because, I mean, again, we divide health however we want, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But my concern is, when we get these environmental effects, that's like everybody loses a health, everybody loses a health, everybody loses a health. That's what I'm more concerned about, but besides like combat, where we can just kind of like willy-nilly organize it. But yeah, obviously it's going to be Tosh or Lord Taekwon. What do you two think about that? I'm going to write down Amulet of Health. Amulet of Health. Okay, and I am going to shrink this. That's a pretty good little find, though. I'll take that. So who gets it? Well, you guys can vote on it. Let's see. What do you guys got? I'll be the tiebreaker. So either Tasha, that would put her back up to 8, which is where she was originally until we got the TPK. We house ruled it. She got down. Morgan says the environmental effect makes sense, and that's what TPK'd us in the temple. Is we kept taking 1 point of damage around. Maybe Ding Dong. So we got 1 vote. Is that Mike? Are you 1 vote Tasha, or you're kind of like either Tasha or Taekwon? I'm happy for whatever. I think I just agree it should be one of those two. Fine with Ding Dong. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Ding Dong it. Yo, Ding Dong, man. Ding Dong. Ding Dong, man. I will update the stat sheet so it says 7, but he's at 7. Great. And we gain 86. Give me a second. Let me write down that code. Okay, I mean, I know it's not, we didn't buy it, but because it would be nice to have had that extra 600 silver and then get this thing, but like, that's a nice little trade. I don't know if we would have spent, we probably would not have spent 600 silver on this thing, but I'm just trying to look for the silver lining. Okay, we are back in the city. What are we doing here? Like, what time is it? It's 7:32. We actually finished the quest. We did. Actually, I can erase that. Getting rid of the ruins of Moraine. Again, that is still orcs. Actually, I'm not erasing it. I'm just rewriting it. Orcs in ruins of Moraine. Okay. Should we just make her? Like I said, I'm good to go like a little bit more here. Do you want to like just make our way back to Saltdad, or should we just stop here in our little lots left to explore in that ruins? I know there is actually. We need to find an inn so we can get our stupid spells back. We can still go up and buy a boat in Clifftop and buy a. We could get a boat and go around. So it's back to Moraine and see what's going on down there at the harbor. And there is also that island that we have yet to explore. I'd vote to stop here, end on a high note. Great, let's stop here. Pick it up exactly in the same place that we left off last time. We could go to the inn. I'm going to. It was only 3 silver to get your health back, so I'm just maxing this out. Oh yeah, do they sell poison in the marketplace? That's a good. Did they do that? I didn't. They don't sell it here. They don't sell poison in the market. I'm gonna write that on our notes though. We need the poison. That's when we decide that we're gonna go try to kill the elite town guard, which we do when Saltdad. We have access to the barracks. We need poison. How are you guys feeling about this weekend? This is Pacific Standard Time. I have like 2 slots I can do basically. Actually, I may even have 3. I may be free Saturday night, but I don't want to push it by going crazy. But I'm just trying to take advantage of. I feel like we're starting to chip away big chunks of this game, and I would love to finish this before I get. I'd like to do a big chunk of this, even more of it, before I hit my rehearsal process, that's where my schedule is going to get weird, and I don't know exactly when my days will end doing that. So how are we feeling about this Saturday? Do we want to try to do 2? How are you guys looking for that? Do we want to do 2 of these? Do we want to do 1 of these and 1 of the Cthulhu? I'd like to finish that as well. I think we have like maybe 3 sessions of that to go. And then I can also still do like Sunday night as well. So we basically have like maybe even Saturday. So I may have like 4 sessions that I can pull off this Saturday and Sunday. So how are you guys feeling in regards to that? Because yeah, I'm super invested in this game and exploring all we can. Again, I don't think the game is rigged for us to overthrow the government of Saltdad, and I feel like we need to go out and explore a bit more before flipping this kingdom into our favor, the Everchild's favor. But yeah, how are you all feeling in regards to that? And then we will let's see here. We got it just says poison here. Stop on a high note. I gotta see if I can find my since you're about to become less available, I might say let's get it as far as we can in Legendary Kingdoms before I start anything new. Yeah, I mean we started Cthulhu already though, so but yeah, those are the 2 I really want to like bang out. Should we try to do like 2 Legendary Kingdoms this weekend and 1 Cthulhu? And would we want to do like tomorrow? Should we do like 2 Legendary Kingdoms tomorrow? My husband has to go to graduation on Saturday, so I should be free in the afternoon. Yeah, that would be the afternoon. That would be the afternoon for you on the Central Time. If we start at 11, that'd be like 1 o'clock your time. So should we do 2 legendaries tomorrow just to see how far we get, and then on Sunday maybe do Cthulhu, or just see if we're feeling good and we just jump into another Legendary Kingdom? Would you guys be good with that? We'll have like 2 sessions back to back with like a little break in between, like a 5 to 10 minute. How does that sound? Again, I'm happy to do that, but also I really want, and I feel like in the Cthulhu one too, it's like, we're on the boat. We're making our way to Egypt. Sounds good. Great. Let's do it. Saturday. Not for tomorrow, but for Saturday. Mike, settle down. For Saturday from basically like 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, like 11 to 3. So we may actually be able to do like a little bit longer sessions. We'll stop where it makes sense, like tonight. Like we could have gone longer, but it makes sense to stop now. But I think that window for me, Pacific time, is 11 to 3. That works. We can talk about it in the Discord channel. So yeah, great. Let's do it. Let's, we're doing good. I'm feeling that 600 silver is really annoying because that was a boat. That was a boat plus 100 silver that we just farted away. So that kind of stinks, but what can you do? Okay, that's it. It's Friday somewhere, Avery. That is true. We'll pick up this Saturday. And I'm down for it. So, all right, that's it. So until next time, stay dorky, my friends. Bye.